Hello, Marie.
So it's so nice to see you.
It's so nice to see you as well. We had the opportunity to work with you and your students and other teachers last spring of 2021. I just want to ask you, why was it important for your students to be exposed to If Beale Street Could Talk? And how did your students respond to the material?
Well, I think that the program model is exceptional in the way it approaches the book. I feel like first of all, we have Black American educators and actors that are teaching and performing for students a book that is written by a Black author, and I think that is something that is invaluable. The performance by Channie of being Tish as well as other characters really made the book come alive in a way that was incredibly memorable.
We were equally as excited and overwhelmed and just moved by the response of the students and their participation in the work and how curious they were and invested they were in the work.
I'm Felix. For the purpose of my writing, I would imagine presenting it to a court, and I will both address Fonny's specific issue and the issues of racism in general. As for the dependability of police officer Bell, Alonzo's arresting officer, the evidence makes it more than clear that his intentions of arresting this man were not to make the city a safer place. For at its foundation, the only true reason why Alonzo ended up in prison was because of the color of his skin.
How can Black people feel safe, not only in America, if the people that are supposed to protect them are actually out to get them?
I'm here to inform you with great urgency that we live in a corrupt and inherently racist system. We choose to turn a blind eye to the blatant hypocrisy of America's values. You can call yourself an activist and present yourself as an activist, but your actions speak far louder. Officer Bell's actions spoke louder than anyone could have ever imagined. That being said, no one wants to hear change. We want to see it.
Why do you think reading literature and programs like Literature to Life are so important for students?
Well, I think for high school students, so often their gaze is inward. I feel like books can be a way to sort of get them out of themselves.
Yes.
And I think particularly with Literature to Life, that the experience of reading for my students a book about someone of a different race is so very important because they need to start, if they haven't already, seeing the world in a more global perspective, but also in a more connected perspective through humanity.
One thing that stood out to me was how James Baldwin said that he just wanted to be left alone and raise a family, the same thing that white people want. And the Tish's whole family, including Fonny, just want them to be able to raise a baby in a safe environment.
Something that stood out to me was in the video when he was like, not only did he want equal rights and stuff, but like he deserved them.
I think it'd be important for us to just like realize when we're like judging people, even if it's not just like African Americans, it's just about like minorities in general or people who are different than yourself. Just like noticing when you're doing that and if it's like positive or negative.
The way that you've taken literature and allowed the kids such personal access to it is incredible.
Wow, Marie, you said it all, and you definitely articulated the reason why we come into schools in the first place and do these types of residencies. It opens up a window for students to connect to the world that they may not have any connection to, and also show that we really are more alike than we understand that we are.
I'm so grateful that you're able to come again this spring. I'm just so filled with gratitude for you and your program. So thank you so much.
Thank you.